Charming DIY gardening ideas with vintage finds that add instant outdoor charm. Introduction. Welcome to today's video, where we'll be diving into the wonderful world of charming DIY gardening ideas that use vintage finds to create instant outdoor charm. If you've ever dreamed of transforming your garden into a cozy, nostalgic retreat, this is the perfect place to start. From repurposed antiques to whimsical flea market treasures, we'll show you how simple, budget-friendly DIY projects can elevate your outdoor space and make it feel like a timeless escape. Whether you have a sprawling backyard or a tiny balcony, these vintage-inspired ideas will spark your creativity and bring your garden to life. The magic of vintage in the garden. There's something about vintage finds that brings a sense of history and character to any outdoor space. A chipped enamel pitcher or a weathered wooden crate doesn't just hold plants, it tells a story. Adding these timeless pieces to your garden instantly creates a sense of charm and nostalgia. With a little imagination, you can turn old, forgotten items into show-stopping features.
Before we dive back into the previous video, take a moment to subscribe to the Vintage and Rustic Decor YouTube channel if you haven't already. Your support helps us continue sharing beautiful inspirations filled with timeless charm, rustic warmth, and vintage elegance. Don't forget to also like the video and leave a comment, whether it's your thoughts, favorite pieces, or ideas you'd love to see next. Every like, comment, and subscription truly helps our creative community grow and keeps the spirit of vintage and rustic living alive.
Upcycled wooden crates as planters. Wooden crates are one of the easiest vintage pieces to repurpose for gardening. Whether stacked, painted, or left in their rustic state, they make excellent planters. Fill them with colorful flowers, cascading greenery, or even fresh herbs to create an instant cottage garden vibe. Pinterest-worthy and budget-friendly, these crates bring both function and beauty to your outdoor space. Vintage teacups and mugs for small plants. Don't throw away those chipped teacups or old mugs you find at thrift stores. They're perfect for tiny succulents or herbs. These dainty planters add a whimsical charm to windowsills, patio tables, or garden shelves. They're also great conversation starters and showcase how even the smallest vintage find can transform your space. build ladders as vertical gardens. A wooden ladder leaning against a wall or fence is a fantastic way to add height and charm to your garden. Simply place potted plants on the steps, drape vines over the rungs, or hang small baskets for a cascading effect. This DIY project is both functional and decorative, giving new life to an old, forgotten piece. Vintage watering cans as decor and planters. Rusty or antique watering cans are treasures when it comes to outdoor charm. They can be filled with fresh blooms used as quirky garden accents or displayed on patios and porches. Their timeless design adds rustic beauty, and with minimal efforts, they become focal points that look like they came straight from a storybook garden. Repurposed wheelbarrows for rustic displays. Instead of letting an old wheelbarrow rust away, turn it into a stunning garden display. Fill it with soil and plant seasonal flowers or create a mini herb garden inside. Its mobile nature makes it easy to move around, and the vintage look pairs beautifully with outdoor greenery, instantly adding character to your yard. Bird cages for whimsical planters. Vintage bird cages make delightful hanging or standing planters. Simply line them with moss and plant trailing flowers like ivy or petunias. Their ornate metalwork adds elegance while also creating a whimsical centerpiece. This unique DIY project proves that even the most unusual vintage finds can become stunning outdoor decor. Mason jars as garden lanterns. Mason jars are a classic DIY staple, and in the garden, they shine literally. Fill them with fairy lights or candles to create romantic outdoor lanterns. Hang them from tree branches or place them along garden paths for instant charm. This project is inexpensive, but transforms your garden into a magical evening retreat. Vintage chairs as plant stands. A worn-out chair doesn't have to end up in the trash. With a little creativity, it can become a unique plant stand. Remove the seat and replace it with a pot or basket of flowers. Painted in a pastel shade or left weathered, the chair adds a touch of farmhouse-style beauty to your garden. Repurposed drawers as garden beds. If you've ever come across old dressers at thrift shops, don't overlook the drawers. They make excellent shallow garden beds for herbs, succulents, or small flowers. Stack them at different angles for a layered look, or line them up for a quirky vintage-style planter arrangement. Old windows and frames as garden art. Vintage windows and picture frames can easily be turned into unique garden art. Lean them against a fence, hang them on an exterior wall, or use them to create a shabby chic trellis for climbing plants. Their weathered look adds depth and nostalgia, instantly enhancing your outdoor atmosphere. Rustic buckets and tins as outdoor decor. Metal buckets, milk pails, or old tin containers are wonderful for cottage-inspired gardens. Use them to hold plants, store tools, or even create water features. Their rustic charm makes them versatile pieces that blend seamlessly into a vintage-inspired outdoor design. Repurposed kitchenware in the garden. From colanders turned into hanging baskets to enamel bowls used as planters, vintage kitchenware has endless gardening potential. The holes in colanders provide natural drainage, making them especially plant-friendly. These quirky touches give your garden personality while also being practical. Garden paths with vintage bricks and stones. Vintage-style bricks or reclaimed stones can create enchanting garden pathways. Whether you're designing a winding path through flower beds or a rustic patio area, using reclaimed materials adds authenticity and instant charm. It's a DIY project that makes your garden feel both timeless and inviting. Antique mirrors for garden illusion. Adding mirrors to outdoor spaces creates a sense of depth and whimsy. An old mirror with a weathered frame can reflect greenery and flowers, making your garden feel larger and more magical. Position it against a wall or fence for a hidden garden effect that feels straight out of a fairy tale. Vintage signs for personality. Old metal signs, painted wood boards, or even DIY hand-painted messages add character to your garden. Whether humorous, romantic, or rustic, signs instantly create personality. Place them among flower beds, near a seating area, or by the garden gate to make your outdoor space feel personal and welcoming. DIY garden shabby, chic seating areas. A charming garden isn't complete without a cozy seating nook. Repurpose old benches, wrought iron chairs, or even vintage daybeds into outdoor lounges. Add soft cushions, lace throws, or floral fabrics to enhance the cottage-style feel. This DIY project turns your garden into both a retreat and a gathering space. Mixing vintage finds with nature's beauty. The beauty of vintage-inspired gardening is how seamlessly these pieces blend with natural elements. By combining rustic objects with fresh greenery and flowers, you create a harmonious balance between old and new. This mix ensures your garden feels both curated and effortlessly beautiful. Conclusion. Adding vintage finds to your DIY gardening projects is one of the easiest and most rewarding ways to create outdoor charm. From repurposed crates and wheelbarrows to whimsical bird cages and mason jar lanterns, each project adds a personal touch that makes your garden feel timeless and inviting. With just a little creativity, you can transform your space into a charming retreat that reflects your unique style. If you enjoyed these ideas, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring DIY and home decor content.